So this video is going to explain the principles of the plane director. So from my previous resource that I made a hyperbolic paraboloid out of cardboard and string. So what I've done here is made a SolidWorks model. It's mainly pretty much a Pringles type, and I've made it with the plane director. And what this does is complements my previous resource of the carbon string. So this is going to act as a visual aid for the students. And what makes this good about this resource that I've made is because you can look at this in plan for the students, and you can also look at it in elevation. So it gives certain views for students to look into, which gives it an easier understanding for them to follow along. What also you can do with this resource is it also shows the vertical trace and my horizontal trace here, which is also very important for your plane director. So with the plane director, there are three types. So you have your planes of reference is one, which will show the elements on your XY line. So if I show that in plan, your XY line is along here. Another one is your simply inclined plane, and you've also your oblique plane, which is I've made here. This is my oblique plane, which will act as my plane director. So for the plane director, we need to find an edge view, and to do this, this is our edge view here. As you can see, the lines of the surface of my hyperbolic paraboloid are parallel with my vertical trace, which is very important because all my elements are parallel to the plane director, which you can see here from the Pringle that I've made. So when we draw an auxiliary view to find the edge view of a plane director, they all appear parallel. So you can see all the lines here are all parallel to my plane director in edge view. So then, if you wanted to find an edge view or an auxiliary view of the plane director, all my parts, so if I look in plan again, all my parts carried up to the auxiliary will be parallel to the horizontal trace. And you can see here. And if I pick a point, any point on my Pringle or the line of surface, so if I pick this point here and carry it up to the surface, carry it up parallel to the horizontal trace, and if I look it in my elevation, I'll carry that up straight up to my elevation, draw a horizontal line across, which will find my VT, my vertical trace. So this is why I made this physical model